Take a look at this picture and ask yourself, does managing a classroom with technology sound challenging? Hi, my name is Peter Wilkerson, and we are going to discuss how management plays a role in technology integration. Let's talk about some best practices for managing a classroom that utilizes technology. Something very easy to do as a general rule is to keep all technology clean. This will hopefully cut down on germs being spread. For group projects, make sure that each member has a job. For example, researchers, graphic engineers, or audio and video engineers, or computer software engineers. And make sure that the students rotate between jobs. This will allow each member of the group an equal chance to participate. For a classroom that is not one-to-one, the teacher should make sure that students who aren't using any sort of technology like laptops, iPads, or other devices are occupied with some other activity. Teachers should offer guidance and coordinate students' explorations, but allowing students some independence will put the learning in their hands. The teacher should keep a list of all technology rules posted in a visible area, preferably near the technology. There should also be a list of commonly used computer operations near each computer. For example, how to open a commonly used program. That will reduce the number of frequently asked questions from the students. If the classroom is equipped with one or just a few computers, make sure they are visible to the teacher. That way, the teacher can make sure students are staying on task. Make sure students are focused on the teacher when directions are being given. For example, if the teacher is giving directions, the students must turn off their monitors or put their devices face down. This should help make sure that the students are paying attention to the teacher without being distracted. Saving work is very important for some lessons, so make sure that students know how to save, where to save their work, and to save often to avoid losing their work. Attach a card to each piece of portable technology that includes school information. This will help keep track of all devices in case if they wander off. There are many considerations to account for when planning a lesson that uses technology. In order to integrate technology into a lesson, the teacher must choose a technology tool that enhances the learning and fits the goals and outcomes of the lesson. In other words, the lesson should not be centered around a particular technology tool, but that tool should only enhance what the lesson offers. Something else to consider is to make sure that technology does not become a distraction for the students. For example, if they are given more time to complete an assignment than needed, they may use the technology for something unrelated to the assigned activity. Before including a technology tool in a lesson, it's important for the teacher to test it to make sure that it is useful to the lesson and to make sure that it will work properly. For example, the teacher should do a test run without the students and decide whether it needs to be redone. It's also important to include a plan B for when something with the technology stops working. Either plan to continue the lesson using some other kind of technology tool or without technology altogether. When creating a lesson, don't try to add in a lot of new and different technology tools all at once. Add one new tool to different lessons and build up as the year progresses, so the students become more comfortable with the technology. And remember, students will be able to tell if a lesson is boring, whether they get to use technology or not, so make an interesting lesson and then try to incorporate technology. Let's go over some management strategies for using technology in the classroom. In general, it's best to allow a couple of the students to become the student technical support team. This team of students will need to be knowledgeable of any technology that the classroom uses. Sometimes students may feel more comfortable asking other students before asking the teacher. Another strategy to develop is a technology user agreement with the students, guiding them along the way. Just like with regular classroom rules, if the students come up with some of the rules and procedures with technology, they will be more likely to follow them. Allowing the classroom to be transformed into a flipped classroom will greatly improve productivity and learning in the classroom. In a one-to-one or bring-your-own-device classroom, it is important to establish what the role of the device is at the start of the year. The device should not take center stage. Quality teaching and learning are still the focal point of the classroom. The device in the classroom is just another tool for the teacher and students to use, just like a chalkboard and a calculator were when they were first introduced into the classroom. Whatever kind of device the classroom decides to use, it is just there to give the students a better opportunity to share, connect, and seek out information. With that being said, there will be many times when the class is not using technology. It is important to know when to put the devices away and when it's appropriate to use them. In a classroom where every student has a laptop, it's important that the teacher walks around the room. Since students are more than likely facing different directions, it would be difficult for the teacher to see what's going on by staying in one spot. By moving around, the teacher can make sure that students are staying on task while offering guidance to those who need it. Here is a short clip of a teacher describing one advantage of having laptops in the classroom.
See, we have the computer lab here with 60 computers, but that is for K through 6. When you could sign up for computer time, it didn't always fit the schedule of when you wanted to have computer use.
Right.
We don't have to worry about that now. It's just pop open your laptops and here we go.
Hopefully I was able to inform you of some best practices, strategies, and what to consider when creating a lesson plan using technology. These are the resources I used to create this video. Thank you.